Welcome to the LAGGSPIKE podcast. I am your host, Mike Chalice, and with me, as always, the man with the beard, Matt Bird.
How's it going?
A man that all evil in the world concentrates to, Mr. Sam Landry.
That's a new one. That's a really new one.
And the boss of bosses, Josh Quigley.
Hello.
Everybody having a good week so far?
So far. I've been recently dubbed Boss Almighty, and I think I like that one too.
Boss Almighty.
Before we get into what we've been actually doing this week in gaming, we are going to talk a little bit about a few things we like to promote. First being Gamer Support Gamers, which is a page on our website that allows YouTube streamers, Twitch streamers, people with gaming-related websites to give us a way to try and promote their channels and things like that. You can fill out the application by going to gaminglag.com and clicking on Gamer Support Gamers, the banner at the top, or GSG on the side, and fill out that application, and we'll add you. In time, of course, it's all manual. It's not automatic. We're not Facebook. So give us some time. Sorry, it takes a little bit. And every week we feature 4 people on the main page of the website. This week we have, please forgive me if I mess these up, Azrael Nova, who is a YouTube, Twitch, and something else. Sorry, I checked the YouTube out. That was about it. Destiny FCR.
A variety of games.
Yeah, a variety of games.
Yeah.
Destiny FCR, obviously a Destiny player.
Does he not play Destiny?
No, he doesn't. Yeah,
Okay.
That's a boycotting Destiny. He does
Okay.
MMOs,
That makes
adventure.
sense. That makes sense.
Has his own website, Noble Vice, who has his own website as well, and Dicer's website content and all that good stuff. So please check those guys out. Very easy. If you click on their name on the front page, it'll actually take you to their website. For anybody who is already part of Gamer Support Gamers, please use the hashtag GamerSupportGamers, and we will do our best to try and promote it. The only thing that we ask is that you only promote videos and things like that. We're not going to retweet just, thanks for followings and things like that. So if you want to promote a new video you have up there, we'll do our best to make sure that that's during prime hours.
Or a cool video you saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gaming
I mean, obviously,
related,
it's the hashtag is going to be there to try and help you guys out, especially when you're just trying to break into this market, since it's hard to do that. Matt, you want to go over Extra Life?
Extra Life is another thing we're doing. November, there's a 24-hour stream we're going to be doing. If, as a team, we raise $20,000, and I'm really, really hating this after talking to Chalice earlier today, but we'll discuss that a little bit later on, I think. The man with the beard will be the man without the beard. I'm going to cry.
Or a head of hair.
Or a head of hair.
Or eyebrows?
Extra Life. Eyebrows are staying.
We'll see.
Let's try. That's right. Yeah.
I thought I'd slip that in there.
No,
Yeah.
they're staying.
Man, you sit on him and he's not going anywhere. I can have free reign with the razor.
We hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I'm done talking.
So if we raise $20,000 as a team for Extra Life, Matt will actually on the stream shave his head and his beard off. We'll do that live so everybody can see. It's a very important fundraiser because it goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals around the world. You can choose the one that either you have an affiliation with, or one that's closest to you, or one that a friend has used. The money that you raise individually will go to that hospital. You don't have to have our permission to join our team. You can go to our website or Extra Life and search gaminglag.com and join our team. If you don't feel like you're going to be able to do that, then feel free to just choose one of us here and donate a little bit of money if you can. Obviously, every little bit helps, and it all goes to a really, really great cause. That good?
Yeah, that's
Covered. Then last but not least, we have our swag shop, which is the easiest way to support us. It is it is a little store that we made in affiliation with Spreadshirt, which is the easiest way for us to do it. It allows you to go and buy t-shirts that we have designed that has our logo, that you can walk around with and show your friends, and all the proceeds go to us. So instead of just giving donations where you get nothing back except for a thank you, you'll actually have like a new t-shirt or a mug or anything like that. We appreciate any and all help.
Obviously, the goal is world
they're
domination.
different than that
So
one.
World
just
domination is
spread,
obviously the goal.
Right.
spread the logo around the world.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you can go to gaminglag.com, click on shop, or you can go to gaminglag.spreadshirt.com, and that'll bring you there as well. Also, you can visit our Facebook page, and everything is there, as we are now going to be updating that on a regular basis, since we had left it for a while we were trying to build this up via Twitter and other avenues. I think that's it. So let's get into what we've been playing this week. Who wants to go first?
We have a lot to go, so I think...
I have the smallest list here.
I think
No,
I have
I
the
think-
smallest list
Yeah,
here.
never mind. You do.
I've played Destiny twice. Managed to get through some stuff on that. And then I have very recently played Helldivers
Yeah.
for a little while.
was
And
fun.
Big shout out to everybody who came and watched that. We just did a couple of Let's Plays before we recorded this podcast, and it was just a whole bunch of us dying a lot.
oh man,
It was great.
We are bad at this game, but very, very good time.
we're bad at the game and good at killing each other.
Yes, absolutely.
So very good at it.
Some more than others.
Anything
Yes,
else
Sam
that
Landry.
you were playing, or was that
No,
pretty much
that's,
it?
I play a little Fruit Ninja on my phone.
Right on. Sam, what have you been doing this week?
Destiny, Handsome Collection, and then apparently 14 hours in Shadows of Mordor.
Wow.
It's great. It's a lot of fun.
It's a great game.
Oh man, you just put a good bit of metal in the background, a little bit of angry music, and just hack and slash at orks. It's
Are
great.
you certain that the angry music was actually playing, or is it just like an anthem that replays in your brain?
It's on repeat in your head.
I had music playing in the background, and Matt's sitting there going, I haven't heard any music.
No,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of Five Finger Death Punch in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Matt, what have you been playing, buddy?
Handsome Collection. We did
Yeah.
a stream and a Let's Play of that. Let's Play might turn into a video game on trial.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bam.
No. All right.
We haven't decided what we're doing with it yet.
Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
This was
You're in the
decided
loop
today.
now.
You're in
Yeah,
the loop now.
you've been informed.
Send me the memo next time.
We sent you the
I
memo.
decided
The
it
pigeon
right
got
now.
The pigeon got shot
What
down.
else have you been playing?
Fast and Furious, Forza Horizon 2, which
Oh yeah, I played that.
4 hours, a lot of fun. Got my first 1,000 gamer score doing it.
Sweet.
Game of Thrones, episode 3, not season 3, which little bit not as good as the previous ones, but still really good for Telltale. Played some Helldivers, played some more Grim Fandango, which I hate that game so much. It's ruining my childhood.
Yeah. Doesn't hold up well from a lot of people. I've
No.
heard. A lot of people loved it, but doesn't hold up as well as.
With all of the things that have come out in the last couple of years in the movie industry, I doubt that's the thing that ruined your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's ruining it currently with the
It's
amount of
ruining
games
that
I've played.
small part of it.
Power Ranger movie.
That
Power
little
Rangers movie
piece
as
that
well.
was left alive.
Yeah.
It's gone now. Played some Hearthstone again.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to really enjoy that game, and I hate
Yeah.
Mike for it.
Yeah.
No.
So good.
Hate you.
So
Hate
good.
you. And then
To you.
a whole
Yes.
boot load, because I'm not going to say the other word because I'm going to keep it family friendly, rated G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to swear anymore. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let me push the
I
right
just
buttons.
played Helldivers with
Yeah.
you.
There was more than just a few curse words.
No, that was all Sam.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, maybe.
There was more, but I can't remember because, that's all you can really do.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with an open schedule, this week I've dived into a lot. Over the weekend I didn't get to play a whole lot, but I did play Axiom Verge, which I'm really enjoying. It's definitely not as good as Super Metroid, but it definitely sort of hits home in some of those areas. I just did a Let's Play Indies for that, so everybody can look for that in the coming weeks. I completed the Bloodborne campaign now. I didn't kill every single boss yet, and I haven't gone back through New Game Plus mode. I needed a break after playing the normal mode, so that whole experience was mentally draining. Best game for PS4. The review is up. You can read that at gaminglag.com. I had to give it a sideways thumb, though, because the way our rating system works is I have to be able to recommend that game to every single person that I know, like at least 90% of them, and I can't. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody at this table other than myself. In all honesty, maybe Josh. He would be the borderline one, but he doesn't even have time to do it. So
I will probably wind up with time in the near future to
Yeah.
do it.
But
Oh, God.
anyway, so that's why it's got a sideways thumb. But if you read my review, you understand, and I've been talking about it for a while now. It is one of the best games that I've ever played, and is the best game for PS4 in my opinion. Also played some Heroes of the Storm. Really starting to get into that game.
Yeah.
Loving it.
I figured I'm finally gonna buy my first character.
Yeah, it's
out who
well,
to.
I've actually played quite a bit of it now. I've been playing as Nova and Muradin. They're really good. Played some Hearthstone, which I love. Actually got to a pretty good rank only playing for like a week before the season ended, so I got up to like 14, I think, which was good. Played some Borderlands for the first time ever. Never touched it at all. So I got the Handsome Collection. Started playing the pre-sequel. I'm caught up to these guys now, and it's actually pretty good. I like the art style. I now understand why everybody says they love Handsome Jack, because he is really, really funny.
Who did you pick as your character?
Doppelganger.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
really
best.
funny. I just love the little tidbits. It's like, well, maybe about girl. Oh, what am I talking about? I hate this guy. Just I love that stuff. Did play some Destiny. I just want to say this. While you're fighting Crota, if you're on sword duty, losing power, not good. So I left these guys basically high and dry with Crota with a millimeter of health left.
Second try, though.
In the next round, I took the sword
also
and
played
did
some
it.
Helldivers with these guys doing some Let's Plays. Thank you very much for everybody again who joined that stream. We might try and do that on a regular basis.
People.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
guys.
So-
then you get really indignant when we shoot you back for it.
Yeah.
You blatantly shot me. I wasn't trying to.
All right. So we're going to move on to the news because there is some interesting news. We did have a Nintendo Direct, but we've sort of thrown that news into the mix as to not go all Nintendo all at once. Yeah. PSN's experiencing difficulties once more. That
Shocker.
surprise anybody?
Not at all.
Viagra still can't keep up with the order.
Yeah. Yep. It's
I know it's a lame joke at this point, but I gotta keep it going.
yeah.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, I do.
Next little bit of news, Binding of Isaac Rebirth is heading to other consoles. That's sort of a given. It's done extremely well, and it's really well regarded by critics. I didn't
Why
really
wouldn't
like it.
they?
It's really weird, but
Yeah.
You know, people tell me it's just shooting shit. I can see why, but I'm not interested.
yeah. Mario 64 is going to be available on the Nintendo eShop.
Is
I think
available.
it is available, sorry,
Which
at this
is
point.
exciting.
That's awesome. If you really
Yes,
wanted to
yes.
Get on that.
That
Yes.
was the plan, but I can't find my
eShop card.
eShop card, which
Yeah.
is around here somewhere.
Well, get
Yeah.
on that some other way.
That's one of the best Marios.
Jump on it,
I
Matt.
love that Mario so much. Everybody's excited. Battlefront gameplay will be shown April 17th.
I'm starting to feel a little sick.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel. Oh wait, I don't need to. Quantum Break delayed until 2016.
Is this game ever coming out?
It'll come out. It didn't impress me when they
No.
showed stuff. Like
I think
I had a friend who actually put it right. It's gonna be another cover-based shooter with a weird twist around it, and then they showed what it was, and it was literally that. So
didn't I ask you what the heck is this game? And your answer was, don't worry about it. It's never coming out.
it'll probably come out. I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. It looks pretty, but it just doesn't look unique, really, in my opinion. Does anybody have anything else? Like, is anybody else excited about that game?
Not really.
No.
I stopped following it pretty early on.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come up with something. Maybe that's why they're pushing the release back to come up with, hey, wait, we actually needed some form of a hook on this.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, the little bit that they did show looked really pretty, but basically it was cover-based shooter. You can manipulate time a little bit. I don't know. It's
The fact that it ties into a TV show too, I don't.
Those
care.
have never, ever
Yeah.
Doesn't that TV show have to
succeeded.
do anything with action? Wasn't it a drama?
yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
It doesn't really matter, though.
Who cares?
I
Moving
on.
Moving on.
Kojima production logos were pulled from the Silent Hill posters as well. This saddens me greatly
Yeah.
because I really, really want that game to come out and I want
It's
it to be
going to.
good.
It's
And
gonna be great.
I hope they do it really well. I hope they. Honestly, if they make a longer version of than the PT trailer, where like you finally get out of the house and then you have to go, I don't know. I just the PT trailer thing was one of the best things I've played in a
At
long
E3,
time, and I really
basically the
loved
best
it.
thing from. No, it wasn't E3. It was
No, it was E3.
No?
Gamescom.
Gamescom.
The trailer was from Gamescom. E3 announced PT. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a creepy trailer that came out after that, but I really want this game.
No.
Yeah.
The actual gameplay came out.
The gameplay came at Gamescom. The trailer, the first video trailer, came out at E3 because we were already.
It was the other way around.
Gaming Lag had already
No.
started before we played the PT.
Yep.
Gamescom had just started.
All right, at some point
It
we'll
was our
research
first
this,
video.
but we'll move on.
I'll make a bet.
We won. High
$20
fives.
each.
You guys are gonna eat those words since they announced on the E3 stage that it was playable. No, don't look at your phone. We'll check it afterwards. Battlefield Hardline patch is. This is
very
actually
confident
this
with
is
this.
money for anybody who's not from Canada.
That's not Monopoly money.
It's
Yeah,
fake.
it's-
plastic.
Yeah. Battlefield Hardline patch is humongous.
Yeah. Way
how-
too much. Way too much to write.
Well, when you look at the amount of issues
Okay.
that existed.
Let's put it this way. A month, BF4, a year. They're doing something right.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely
Yeah, but
did
it's
launch
not-
better,
They're
but
doing
Yeah.
something right.
At some point, you gotta figure out. I mean, how many times have they
this-
needed to patch a game
this-
right after launch? They
this-
should be getting faster.
This comes back to our topic from last week for Josh's hatred. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So, first little bit of Nintendo news that we have: the Super Smash Brothers DLC will be coming out April 28th, which will include Mewtwo as a character. If you did buy Smash Brothers for 3DS and Wii U, you will get them for free. But other than that, it's
2 weeks early.
It's $5.
Yeah.
Looks like a cool character. I'm sort of excited to get it. I'll be honest, I haven't really touched Smash Brothers a whole lot. I played it quite a bit the first week, but I just been playing so many different games that I haven't touched it in a while, but excited about that. They also announced, I don't know if you have it else in here, but they also announced that Lucas is going to be the next character, as well as they are announcing ballots for people to vote on what the next one should be.
And hopefully Phil Spencer from Microsoft gets his way.
Yeah, Phil Spencer has actually said he'd be willing to give the rights to Banjo-Kazooie for them to put Banjo-Kazooie into the game, which would be awesome.
Oh yeah, no, go that way.
Yeah, do that.
I hadn't read that, but that is what you do.
Yeah. On May 29th, Charizard, Pac-Man, Wario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Robin, Lucina, and Ness will be available for Super Smash Brothers in the Amiibo series.
Okay. Two things. Good luck getting Greninja. Good luck getting Ness.
Yeah,
Ness sold out, and so did Greninja.
Greninja
Jigglypuff
sold
too.
out. And Greninja, Jigglypuff, and Ness all sold out. Greninja sold out in like 5 minutes. He is, as far as the new Pokemon go, he is the most popular as far as I'm concerned.
Toys R Us is the one. He's an exclusive to them.
Yep.
He will be available again on the 26th of April, I think, for pre-order.
And get in there.
Ness, haven't heard anything.
Ness
and
is GameStop.
Jigglypuff is Target.
Yeah.
So.
Ness is GameStop.
That's a shame.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just want Pac-Man, to be honest.
Yeah, Pac-Man looks cool. I think he'll probably be an easier one to get. But
yeah,
this
Pac-Man and Charizard.
Amiibos are becoming ridiculous. Like, people are just buying them to buy them. We had Amiibos in here that were that we bought because, well, they're $50 on Amazon. Maybe they'll become rare, and then they're not actually rare. You can get them anywhere. But when I was at PAX, they had a booth there, and they had like Sheik, which I know for a fact at the store I was working at, I could actually go back. And there were 5 on the shelf. I knew that. But they were selling it for $50 at this booth at PAX. Like, it was ridiculous. So, I don't know.
Shipping and handling and,
I get it. They're collectible. I like collecting things. Like, I like those pop vinyl things and things like that. But, man, I only bought the ones that meant stuff to me. So, Mario Kart... not Mario Kart. Mario Maker hits in September.
Cool.
That's going to be an awesome game. I'm very excited to see what some of these really creative people come up with for levels, and God knows they're going to make
not
some.
Us, but
No, not us.
Oh no.
No.
I'm gonna have to download all my levels.
Oh yeah. This reminds me a lot of Mod Nation Racers, which I loved that game because the download the track creation was amazing. The tracks you could get that people made were better than any of the tracks that were made, so that's exciting. Yeah, and you can play with the different graphics too. You can go from every Mario that they announced in the Nintendo Direct. So you can go Mario 1, 2, 3, or new Wii graphics, which is really cool. Mario Kart DLC coming early and
a month early.
Oh my God. Okay,
a month early.
Mike can't read. Mario Kart DLC is coming a month early, and everybody that has it will get 200cc mode. If you haven't watched the video for that, please check it out. It is the craziest Mario Kart you could possibly think of.
Are we gonna break controllers, man?
It's so fast.
Yeah,
Are we gonna have fun?
We're gonna have fun, but my God, am I gonna be in the corner rocking back and forth, crying? Going,
no,
why?
it's like
Why?
the nonsense. Do you remember back when you were playing Halo and you just set everything to 300% speed and all this other crazy stuff?
Is it F-Zero Mario Kart?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there are levels that don't even look like it's designed. There's one where you ramp up onto another piece of road and you go over the castle. You're just flying. You have to take the turn. The turn at the end of the level, you start at the beginning of the level, basically. It's insane. Yeah.
Awesome. This should be fun.
Nate Schott is going to take a leave of absence from competitive gaming. He's going to be doing streaming, I think.
Streaming, Let's Plays, a whole bunch of other stuff. He's still co-owner of Optic, and he says he'll eventually come back probably. It made sense why he's leaving, though. He's lost his drive to win. Just his drive is there to not lose.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if you played competitively for that long, I'd get burned out.
If his drive is there to not lose, what's the other option? Winning.
No, he just doesn't care if he wins the contest.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he wins the contest, just as long as his team doesn't lose the match, and he's not the bottom.
There's
Yeah.
a very large mindset
But
difference,
in
though.
the end,
Yeah.
he still
Yeah.
got to win. That's the other option. It's a 50-50. It's either
but
win or lose.
When
There's
you're
no
in it
other.
to win, you're enjoying it. You want to win.
I know
you want to
what
win.
you're saying, but from the way Matt said it,
Yeah, he's not.
That's
Matt was
exactly
right.
how he said
listen,
it.
He's not
words.
enjoying.
Canadian.
Halo 5 got a
French.
release date this week,
What?
October 27th.
Yeah.
Did they
is when
release
it's-
anything about the nice statue that I'm getting?
No.
Oh, goddamn.
It's just
It'll
coming out
probably fall
October
apart.
27th. That's
Shut up.
actually good because we have a bunch of delays. It's nice for them to throw a release date on it. If it was going to be delayed, they wouldn't throw a release date out first. Although, heaven forbid,
So I need-
there
I need-
may actually still be a delay. Who knows?
I need to
but-
book October
Optimism.
27th off.
Yeah,
Optimism.
Optimism. PlayStation Plus games were announced: Dishonored and Never Alone, as well as Tower of Guns and Aru's Awakening,
Cool.
are all available for PlayStation users all around.
Yeah, there's more than that for the Vita, but I
Yeah.
didn't get the Vita titles.
A very popular streamer, Angry Joe. If you haven't listened to his rants, they're actually pretty good.
He's quite hilarious.
He's no longer going to do Nintendo games to his YouTube channel because one was pulled, I think.
a couple have.
Mario Party 10 is the reason that he stopped.
Yeah.
It was the most recent one, but he had he's done a couple of ones, like his first Nintendo rant, because people had actually pooled together and done and donated money for him to be able to buy his Wii U. I understand. And he was super excited to do it, and he had a great Twitch stream of it, and like the very first night he got it, and it was a lot of fun, and then put it up, and it immediately got pulled.
Wow.
And then it's been kind of an ongoing battle, from my understanding.
Yeah.
So
Well-
I can understand that.
Nintendo's definitely not being as accessible as they need to be. I mean, no other video gaming console company is like pulling their videos and saying you can't stream them. That being said, the other side of the coin, and I don't want to justify what they're saying, is that they do own the rights to all of these games, and if you do stand to make a large portion of money from it, then they need to have that. They pulled it because it's not in those new terms and conditions that they had. Because originally the whole plan was that Nintendo was going to get a portion of it, and you would get the rest. But because Mario Party 10 wasn't in it, they pulled that video, and I'm sure they'll allow you to do it once they revamp their terms and conditions. But
Their percentages are large too, though. I think it's somewhere in the 40% range that
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
But in that being said, if you were the CEO of Nintendo or Sony or anything like that, and you had people like PewDiePie and all these people that have just obscene amounts of subscribers, and they're doing these videos that incorporate your games that you have spent millions of dollars to make, and because they are playing that game, and yes, they do enjoy that personality, but they're making millions by streaming their game.
okay, cool. They got a portion. Use that money to make a new IP.
Yeah.
Other than the ones
Absolutely.
we've had for the last 25 years. I think the newest one is Splatoon. Like, that's it. That's the newest one that's come out in the last, like, decade.
Well, I don't care about new IPs as long as they're making new games, but
No, but we go, like, we get a game from them every year, basically, for each device. Maybe 2 if we're lucky, if it's not just a rebranded version of what we've already played.
I mean, it's definitely.
Like, that's what I want. want a
I do
new
see both sides of
everything.
it. I mean, obviously for us, we're trying to break into that market. I don't want to speak too ill about that because
I'm not speaking
no,
ill,
no,
I'm just
no, no.
saying,
I'm
like-
saying I am. Ideally, we'd like to be able to make videos and have people watch us and us generate income that way
I
through
honestly think-
advertising and things like that. But
If we played Mario Party, that would be hilarious. Oh, my God.
yeah, but we're not going to be able to because
No.
they're going to pull it off.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, we don't have ads though, so we could do it.
huh?
We don't make money right now, so we could do it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
But yeah, so the reality is we'd love to be able
Hey.
to do what they're doing, but I do understand the company's side of it where they want a portion of that
want to support us?
huge
For
piece of
playing this?
pie.
Go to Spreadshirt.
Yeah.
Loophole.
40% seems high, especially based
does.
on the advertising that they get from these guys playing the game, because they're
Yeah.
playing it because they're having fun and they're trying to get other people to
I've
play
watched.
Yeah.
it. I get it. I do. It's just
I've watched Twitch streams of people playing it, and it's pretty funny. Just
It's
the
like that one
reactions.
Twitch stream. I don't even know the name of the person, but he basically said, you guys are basically pirating if you're not donating money while I play this. I'm like, that would be like you standing in front of a movie and saying you're pirating. You're the one they're pirating from when they're trying to watch a movie that you didn't make. Like, they like you for your personality. They don't need to give you money though for that. Like, you're not like a professional. You're not on a TV show. You're just streaming. You don't. And for all things considered, it's very inexpensive to get into something like that if you can build a subscriber base like these people have.
That's true.
Like, if you get a You literally get a capture card and a camera. And you have a console and you can stream. Like the PlayStation and the Xbox now have things built right in.
I do feel we got a little off topic here.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
Really bad.
Yeah. So next bit of news is Vita. The Vita settlement is now available. Matt, you have more details on that, I think.
If you bought a Vita prior to June 2012 and you can prove that you did, you can get either a $25 check, a $50 PlayStation credit, or up to, there's a bunch of different game bundles, and it's up to $107 worth of games as the bundle.
Cool.
That's about it.
Those
All
are your
there is-
options.
Yeah.
$25 check, $50 credit, or $107 worth of free games that they'll give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Yoshi, the last bit of news we have is Yoshi's Woolly World will be launching this fall, and it will launch with a special Wool Yoshi amiibo, which I am going to have.
Hopefully.
No
No,
matter
I
what.
will. No matter what. I want a green one.
So I can just see him showing up to buy the game. This little 6-year-old gets it, just punches the kid in the face. It's mine, and then walks away.
Listen,
That's
I'm getting it for my fiance. I am very excited about this game because they're doing something really right. So this
It's a new IP.
right. It's and Yoshi games.
That's
are,
why you should be excited.
No, I'm excited because I like the art style. So everything is made of wool, and I did play this last October. Plays really, really well. It's definitely not a precision platformer as far as I'm concerned. It's more floaty and stuff like
Didn't they do Kirby's Woolly World?
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
and it's not the same.
And it's not the same, but it's the same developer.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
not
did
the
the
same,
same
but it's the
art
same.
style.
No,
But
same art style,
so they
that's
did
it.
something really smart. This sort of graphics appeals to a younger audience. It really does. So Josh, you have kids. Like this would be a game that they'd be looking at and going, "Wow,
Oh, that
this
looks like fun."
This is really cool." Now, Yoshi games typically get quite difficult as you progress through the game, and they always have. Yoshi's Island brings back memories. That game was incredibly hard. Yeah. But they done something really great because, as an example, my fiance is not like she actually can get through all that stuff, but sometimes she gets frustrated and likes to pass that level, go back and finish them, and she will eventually. They have actually added a mellow mode that they're going to have, which is going to be you basically become winged Yoshi, and you can fly through the levels.
Mellow Yellow.
Yeah. But that's
What?
I think that's really cool because it means that anybody can grab this game and play it, and it's not going to matter. You can just enjoy yourself and go through the levels without having the
No
Yeah.
violence.
no violence.
And honestly, anybody with kids that have tried playing video games,
Yeah.
My daughter's 5, so she's just really getting into the video gaming.
Yep.
A mellow mode would be.
How was
Yeah.
playing as a princess?
Buying Thor for Disney Infinity was the best decision
Yeah.
I've ever made.
Yeah.
Because I'm no longer Anna.
Fair enough.
And that's pretty much it, unless anybody has anything to.
Do we want to?
Yeah, sure. Just ask
it.
about that.
So Powers, the PlayStation original TV show, is actually getting a lot of critical acclaim. It's one of the best shows of 2015 so far. And
Because there's so many shows that have come out.
No, that's good though because
know.
most of the look at Halo Nightfall. Apparently, it was garbage. I haven't even watched it yet because the ratings are so low.
yeah,
It was interesting. I do want.
that's a good word
I
for
do.
it.
No. It was no.
This is shaping up to be great. Yeah.
It was interesting for what it
Sit
was.
back and
I
let
do
it happen.
wish it was longer and covered more lore. That's my problem. I feel it was ended too abruptly for what it was. Like
Yeah.
if it had more of a go, there were more episodes, it was more of it was being worked on, that would make sense. But for what it is, yeah, it's just another Forward Unto Dawn. That was good, but you have all this want for this, you have all this money you're willing to throw at it. Do it right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Just do it instead of doing these half-ass little pieces of garbage.
It always blows my mind that there's so many Netflix has it right there in talks and starting to produce a Zelda. All these video
people at Nintendo said that's the rumor. and
Okay,
false.
well whatever, regardless.
Top
There's
tier.
all these yeah.
I have to keep saying it. It's going to happen.
There's all these IPs and stuff through video games that everybody wants as either a movie or a show. And I honestly think, as an example, Warcraft, Blizzard is allowing Warcraft to be
God.
made. That movie is going to be, I think,
Huge.
awesome. It's going to be
Billions?
massive.
I don't know much about the lore, but I do want to see it.
Yeah, well,
It's
this
gonna be
is
one
the
giant
start
war.
of the lore. This goes back to Tides of Darkness, Warcraft 2, where the orcs first met the humans and they became enemies. This, you don't have
We
to
don't
know.
like you.
You don't have to know anything
Man.
about them. This is gonna
The
sort of.
story
Oh
of
man.
the world. These are new people. I hate them. Let's kill them all.
Think of things you want. Like you were just saying, everybody wants a Halo series, but every time they do something like that, it's subpar.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they invest? Like, they're making all these movies that are
because they're putting all their effort into making a movie of The Last of Us.
A director who is obsessed with wanting
I
to
don't
make
want
this
it.
movie. He's actually made a movie that insults Halo.
yeah, Elysium.
Yes. Give him the right. Just let him do it.
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the
go.
emails this week. We got some really
okay,
good ones,
Sam.
so we appreciate that. If you want to write into the show, go to gaminglag.com and click on Contact Us. That does make it easier. You can use gaminglag@hotmail.com. We appreciate everybody who writes in. We have switched the prize now, so this month, in the month of May, at the end of May, we are going to be doing a draw for anybody who writes in with a gaming-related question. Now, if I don't read it on the show, it doesn't matter. You will still be entered into the draw. This month will be for a Gaming Lag mouse pad and pen, a copy of Assassin's Creed Black Flag for Xbox One, and that's digital, not physical, and a Amanda Parizo, who is a fan of the show, has actually donated something that is on its way here, and we really, really appreciate that. It is a prop from the show Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is a...
How you holding up there, Matt?
So
It is
if we send emails, are we eligible?
Yeah. Am I eligible for
No.
the
No,
prize?
Matthew, you
It
were
is an
not.
Agents of
Matt.
S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know.
Other.
It's like a badge, I guess, that they use in the show. Anyway, she got that in her loot crate, and she is going to send that to us. We really appreciate that. And that'll be the prize pack for May. So we'll...
Question for me.
Yeah, so anybody who sends that in, we love to get these questions, by the way, because it also gives us great topics to talk about, and it also allows us to, get some feedback and stuff too. So if you want to send feedback and everything like that, that's
Now,
great too.
Marla sends a question.
No, no, I will know.
My thing is, this is a pretty epic draw.
Yeah,
Should we extend it by an extra month?
no,
No.
we got a pretty epic draw after that too. So the first one comes in from our good friend Dr.
Don't worry
Goodbear,
about it.
who was
Tell
actually
me.
the first person to buy a piece of Gaming Lag merchandise off the shop. So thank you very much, sir.
Good job,
And he-
Good Bear.
And he writes in and says, "Will any of you be taking part in the MKX or GTA 5 for PC? And do you all think those games will be good releases? P.S. I'm giving away free butt whoopings on MKX if any of you all decide to partake in the game.
It's very generous of him.
Yeah.
Just for free.
Just for free.
Yeah.
I'll whoop
Will
your
he-
butt for free.
Will he wipe it after?
Anybody getting any of these? I'm not getting GTA for sure. I don't have a PC that'll run it. So
Yeah, no GTA. For
I'm-
PC.
I
You're gonna
want-
get it.
I have it. I'm getting it because I'll actually have someone to play the game with.
yeah. There you go.
I'm looking at two people here.
Getting what?
GTA 5. I'm getting GTA 5 because I'll have someone to play
Oh.
the game with, play online, do the heists.
We would play games with you if you didn't cancel at the last minute every time.
I don't know how
Also,
how
Dr.
vulgar should I
Goodbear,
go?
If you swear,
in
I'll
the
punch
No,
you.
I'm not swearing. I don't
Okay.
know.
Nope, moving on. Back to the question.
Moving on back to the question.
First off, Dr. Goodbear, before I can answer the question on MKX, is you're gonna have to get back to us and let us know what system you have it
Yep.
on.
Let me guess Xbox. No, PS4.
Is he on PS4?
No, that's someone else. Never mind.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I can't keep track.
But I do think I'm going to eventually get this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely eventually get Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I will
can't
not
spring
be
for it
because
right
I do not. One, I'm typically don't like games I'm not good at. I.e. that one,
Is that
I
a
suck.
surprise?
I am terrible at Mortal Kombat, but I absolutely love the games.
I'm liking the easy fatalities.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
That's what
of
I
that.
wanna do. I wanna
I
do
think
that.
I effectively proved while we were playing Helldivers that I don't do good at button combination things. What am I doing?
And I'm just like, just give me that. I'll take over.
But I love the Mortal Kombat games, despite the fact that on the easiest setting, I can sometimes maybe get through it.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Dr. Goodbear. We are going to move on to the next email, which is from John Lester. Hey guys, really enjoy the podcast. Just wondering which of the three of you, if any, there is 4 of us now. That's okay.
I crossed it off on Josh's sheet. He feels
Yep.
fine now.
Will be
You might not be able to tell, but I'm pouting.
we'll be buying the indie game Titan Souls when it releases in a few weeks. Keep up all the great content. I'm in 100%. I cannot wait for that game. It looks awesome. I don't know if any of the other guys are going to partake, but I will be for sure. That PlayStation Spring Fever indie game sale is like the best thing that ever happened to me.
Bastion.
Other than
I am
Krista.
getting that tomorrow.
Other than Krista.
Wow! Oh my God!
Listen,
And
I'm
I saved your marriage.
So if ever you need it, buddy, we have a couch here. It's yours.
no kidding. Hopefully, still getting married in September.
Hey Matt, cancel the bachelor party.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else getting this game?
I don't know anything about it, so probably not.
It looks like a more mature Zelda, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a top-down, definitely
Why-
pixel art graphics, but it looks awesome.
Why would you want that? A mature Zelda. It's just no.
Because I want it. It looks awesome.
It looked pretty good.
I
It
can't
does
wait.
look pretty good.
Bastion, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Bastion's really
happening.
good.
Oh.
I like Transistor, so I might pick up Bastion too. I still have some
Bastion,
funds left on
you
the
will
PlayStation
love-
Network.
You
so.
will love the guy who narrates it.
Yeah.
If you just hack and slash things, he says, and the hero rages for a while. Like, just in this deep voice, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Is this Morgan Freeman? Feels like it.
So thank you very much, John, for writing in. Both of you guys will be entered into that draw for May. Now, last one's sort of it's a little bit longer, so bear with me if I make any mistakes, and it's gonna move into our topic that we're gonna wrap up with. So, Sally,
All right.
this one comes in from Ether Silan.
I think that's his gamer tag.
Yeah, it's probably his game. Well, I'm sure, but
Oh, well.
so salutations, Messrs. Chalice Bird, Landry, and Quigley. Hoping I spelled the last one right.
You did.
Yes, and you
Good
did.
job.
Good job, because
You didn't
I've
spell my laundry, so that's great.
yeah,
I'm
and my name was
happy.
right too.
Yeah, I know.
You're A1, and that's a thumbs up for anybody that's listening only.
You know what the funny thing is?
You spelled Matt Bird's right too.
Yeah,
Probably went to gaminglag.com and went to the About Us section.
yeah, maybe.
And then notice I wasn't
So,
there. That's
we're
why
gonna
he was
continue.
worried about mine.
I would like to congratulate you gentlemen on the success and wish you further good fortune. And I would also like to thank you for standing as a beacon of community for gamers who, if I may be so bold, have become disillusioned by the modern video game disillusioned by the modern video game industry in recent years. So thank you. This guy also obviously went to Oxford. My question is this: do you believe that a persistent consecutive narrative should become a staple of modern game franchises or remain a limited novelty to one particular gaming franchise a generation? I ask because it is arguable to declare one of the primary draws of the Mass Effect trilogy being the interactive ability to influence both the major and minor story elements spanning 3 games and an average of 100-hour investments. Do you think it would benefit developers to incorporate this practice, or is the scarcity what makes it so appealing? Keep up the fantastic work.
I'm either too French or I need to go back to school and learn English again because I did not get that.
Do you like games like Mass Effect where you get to
Yeah.
control the whole story? And do you think we should have more of
Well,
them?
sure,
Or-
as long as the ending doesn't scratch all the decisions you've made.
Okay.
We're not talking about the ending
No,
of the game.
I don't
we're
care.
talking
No.
about
Going back
having
there.
narratives
Yeah.
like that in a game. So,
Yes, I do like
I
it.
mean, obviously, having game, you'd have to bring up Telltale as well
Dragon
because
Age.
their whole game is based
Origins.
around that.
Yep.
So,
Here's the challenge with it, from my opinion, and I know I've kind of touched on this over a couple of podcasts now. Whether or not it's going to be a good idea is going to play very, very strongly to whether or not the people who are putting the games out actually want to make a really great, very strong story-driven game where
Yeah.
you get to make a lot of choices and they matter, or if you just want to say, hey, this looks like it might make us some money, and slap together a game that's been barely cobbled together with duct tape and put it out on the system. Because if we have more games that come out broken, it's going to destroy that segment of the
it'll make it feel less
They're not
special.
even going to shell out for the good duct tape. It'll be like Dollarama quality.
Yeah.
because the amount of work that goes into one of these types of games is
God.
extensive.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like you saw it in the transition from Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2, where Dragon Age 2 lost a lot of that, a lot of what Origins did so well.
Yeah, they made the game mechanics in Dragon Age 2 really good, and they were actually quite fun. But
Yeah.
the story made you didn't care about it at all.
No,
You were just like, let's get to the
They
end.
lifted the bowl of the toilet seat, and they went, "Yeah, okay, that's good. Grab that," and then just slapped it on.
Yeah.
Where if you're going to do it, you have to do it right. And when
Yeah.
you look at games like, the Dragon Age Origins, the Mass Effect series, the Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah, that was good. Love that.
when you look at those games, when you spring to, let's say, do things like have really well-known authors to write the stories, you give them control over how it plays out. there's a lot to be said for it. I don't think it's so much the scarcity of having too many of them or too few of them in a generation. It's whether or not the
They're
company's
done
going to be
properly.
willing to put the work into it. Because I'd love to see more of them.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to become this staple, kind of like open world games where everybody wants to do an open world game and half of them don't make sense anymore.
Well, and most of the time they're just doing it open world so that you have more things to do in them. The problem with doing an open world is if the game doesn't suit it, like I'm actually worried about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Because is that game really, should it be an open world? Like, maybe not, right? It might not actually be good.
And this is coming from somebody I have defended the Metal Gear Solid
Yeah,
for
100%.
every flaw that they have they have put out. I have come up with a defense. They can't botch it on open world.
Absolutely.
I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with the
Yeah.
things
So-
that are being said.
Sure.
I'm actually going to touch on the scarcity of them because I don't think there is a scarcity of these games anymore because of developers like Telltale, who I actually think are getting way too far as extending like all of their different branches, because they have
Minecraft.
right. Well, and they announced
Let it
that.
be.
I honestly think that's a good idea,
Same.
but they have so many different franchises that they're making these stories in,
Yeah.
and I mean, arguably they're doing a fantastic job. Like I don't disagree with that. I'm enjoying what I've played of The Walking Dead, which actually that reminds me I should get back to that. But no, it's not a scarce product anymore. And now I'm one of the very few gamers who didn't play Mass Effect just because I never had the time to put into it when they were released and things like that. And then once it got to after 2 was released, I was like, oh my god, that's 60 hours to get through all this. Like I don't have time.
good though.
I know. Absolutely,
I tried-
absolutely,
It is
and I'm
worth
sure I
every
would love
moment of
it.
it.
I'm
I
sure I
tried
would love
replaying
it.
Mass Effect, and that was the thing. I played 32 hours in the first one, and then I started the second one, and I went, "What am I doing with my life?"
Yeah.
You're
playing
playing
this-
Mass Effect.
I'm playing it.
What else do you need to do
I'm
with your
playing it for the 4th time. It's like at this
Yeah.
point, it's like, oh, okay.
So going back to what I was saying,
Different.
I don't think it's as scarce as it needs to be because there is that sort of special feeling when a game is written incredibly well, like something like The Last of Us or even Uncharted to an extent on a completely different tone. All these narrative games are really, really great, but they aren't scarce anymore. Everybody wants to tell this huge epic tale. And then, as you said, a lot of them are trying to put them together with duct tape and saying, yeah, that'll work.
or cookie cutter
Or
cookie cutting
or
it.
copy it exactly
Yeah.
and not in the right way.
Copy paste.
You know,
Copy
it's
paste.
I don't know. I really love narrative games. They're some of my like Uncharted's my favorite game of all time, like the series itself. But I wish there was less of them. That's how I'm going to end it because I don't want it to get to the point where they have so many of these different games and you know people just start to get scared to buy them because the stories aren't put together properly.
I want there to be more really great ones and less cobbled together ones.
I mean, you can say that about any genre, but that's why I'm just in general saying I want less of them because that typically will mean that the ones that do come out will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Anybody else
other
have anything
input?
to say?
Not really.
I know we kind of.
Well,
You should have something to say. You're like one of the
Well-
biggest champions of Telltale stuff. So
And what he's saying and what you were talking about Last of Us and stuff is not actually
Last
the
of Us-
same.
yeah.
They're not persistent narratives.
I suppose.
You don't
Yeah.
actually have choices.
Choices, yeah.
yeah, you
It-
can't affect the world. That's true.
It's the ones where you affect the world, like Bound by Flame. Yeah, Matt's just shaking his head.
No.
Like, are you-
It's a prime example of hey, let's try and cash in, and gameplay wise, it wasn't bad.
It's a whole bunch of nope.
But like it's the example of what I'm talking about, where you just cobbled it together just
yeah.
just to throw a game out. And persistent narrative requires such dedication.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you have one tree that doesn't make sense, you've ruined the experience.
And you also have to be very mindful, too, of how the gameplay is done. Because, as an example, Star Wars The Old Republic, not the Knights of the Old Republic, but the MMO version of the game, the story was actually great. And I enjoyed going through the story and leveling up and doing all that stuff. The gameplay, however, was like on launch was pretty was pretty glitchy. It wasn't all that fun.
No.
So games like Telltale, you understand what you're getting into, but I do think that it's getting to the point where there are way too many, because there's not just Telltale now. We just had Resident Evil Revelations 2. I mean, and I'm sure in the coming year we're gonna and at E3 and things like that, we're gonna have a whole bunch of episodic games from different developers being announced, because it's
a really lucrative way to make money.
It's a lower budget game that makes a ton of money, because how many people played The Walking Dead seasons 1 and 2? I mean, they're incredibly successful.
Played 1.
So
never actually played 2.
well, I have both, and I'm
Sorry,
going to get through them.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Matt.
No, yeah.
Nice. So what with the episodic games, I don't actually see, like, Mass Effect was good up until the end. I've played through it multiple times.
Minutes.
And honestly, I don't think any of our choices going to the end were going to affect any big end game anyway. So I actually am one of the few that don't care about the add-on ending. I was fine with the original. Yes, Sam, glare at me all you want.
No,
I still played the game multiple times. It was amazingly done.
it's like me saying apples are better than bananas. I can't force my opinion on you. I'm not a dictator.
You try to be.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to make
it's
you
right
understand.
there in your name.
No, I'm trying to make you understand.
And then in Telltale games, it actually does matter what decisions you make, because if you make someone angry later on, they're not going to help you, or they're going to run away, and it can change the whole dynamic of the game.
It's like a Mass Effect.
yeah,
You lose someone, you piss them off, they're gone.
yep.
If you weren't careful with Rex, he died, and then the game kind of sucked without him. Rex was awesome.
Rex did hold that game together pretty well.
Yeah, but I like the whole consequence thing. I don't want it to get to the point where, like, just picture this: if it keeps going the way it's going in
COD with
in 5
choices?
years. Well,
They did do that.
well, 5 years
Did
from
they?
now, though.
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
Yeah. No,
5 years.
You
from
did
now,
have a
though.
choice. You could either choose 1 or 2 people.
okay.
If the trend
yeah.
keeps going, guys, 5 years from now, Telltale will have 25 different franchises all going.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm scared of.
that's what I don't want.
Because they had, 2 years ago, they had Walking Dead and basically
the
Wolf Among Us. And that's it.
Both-
We're still waiting
And
for...
Back to the Future.
Well, yeah,
No,
but those never really
Forgot about
went
that.
anywhere. They weren't as popular as...
Oh yeah, they were.
Okay, whatever.
I'm
But that's what
older,
I'm...
remember.
Anyway, I
feed
just
your
don't want it to get.
stegosaurus.
I don't want it to get saturated with these games, because
Yeah.
they will lose some of the special qualities they have if every game that you're playing for 3 months straight is all, decision-making narrative games.
I have to admit,
Especially if they're poorly done.
Yeah.
I love Telltale games, but after I'm done playing an episode, I need to take a nap. I feel like a lot of me has just been... Like, I made a lot of decisions.
Try
My
getting through
brain hurts.
Bloodborne.
I'm never going to. I tried playing
there's a
Dark
part of
Souls.
me
When
that's
I
gone.
when I was done with that, my soul, part of my soul went with it.
you died to a boss.
Yeah. So I think that's it. That pretty much finishes up the podcast, though. Thank you very much for your questions, everybody. And we'll go around the table and do some plugs. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Chalicist.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at ManWTheBeard.
Mr. Gloom and Doom.
If you want to follow Sam, and if you want to follow Josh.
At Joe Quiggle.
And if you want to follow us as a collective group, which is, of course, the most important, we are at Gaming Lag, 2Gs in lag. Please support Extra Life. Please support gamers. Please visit the swag shop. This week, we're going to have another episode of Let's Play Diablo, Let's Play Helldivers, another Let's Play Indie. And I believe I should have a review of Axiom Verge up this week, hopefully. Anybody else have any content going up?
Maybe, possibly.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Yep.
Sam's prepping himself.
Absolutely. We are working on something else as far as a project that we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that pretty much does it then.
Right now.
Gaming Lag out.
Ribbit.